Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Just give me one quick second here. Check, check, check. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is One of Each Gaming, back with our very last episode of Final Fantasy VII Remake. Guess what, guys? I had legitimately the most incredible luck. I practiced the super bosses for about 45 minutes in total. Got super lucky and killed both of them within four four things. I did every single one of them. Let's mute this. There we go. Now it should be coming through, I think. And so yeah, I figured I literally just defeated Weiss the Immaculate. We're gonna go over the entire battle footage. We'll watch the ending here. And then we'll just kind of debrief. I'll show you what I did tonight. I'll show you the fight with Pride and Joy. And then, yeah, we'll just sit back, kick back, and probably have a nice short stream. I'm guessing we're going to end it. And heck, we might start another game. I'm not quite sure. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I will talk to you all very, very soon. I'm going to be right back. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Hello, hello, hello. Alright, so what I would like to do is first show you guys this fight. Don't I have one that's longer? Here we go.
You watch it? Bring it on.
Okay, yeah, this is the one. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to watch through this whole thing. Okay, so unfortunately I didn't show the materia setup I was using. But essentially what you're going to see here is Cloud's basically just going to hammer Shiva with fire. Then we're going to try to alternate. So here we go.
You watch it?
Overpower's working great. Aerith has hers now, so I can go back into this. I messed up here. I really did. You don't want to let her get the Frost Familiars off.
Yeah.
So, because I screwed up, I did this. Re-challenge. So this time, instead of doing Arcane Ward, I figured that I would just do Firaga with both. This worked far better.
There's no escape. I'll shock you.
Yeah, so now she can Firaga, Cloud can Firaga as well.
Get fired up.
Beautiful, and now once she's here, it's pretty simple.
Bring it. You ready?
If I really was smart, I would have used True Strike here,
I'll shock every little bit.
but I
That's
wasn't.
a win.
Which is in some ways to your advantage. I think I performed extraordinarily sloppily. Like, I was just practicing these fights. And honestly, they went incredibly well.
Needs more magic.
What? Okay, so Cloud's automatically going to bring out the Firaga. I did this just to get his pressure gauge going. Here we go.
Go on.
And obviously just focus strike when he is pressured. Now I'm going to focus on trying to get him up as much as possible.
Give him your all. I'll shock you. Get him.
As you can see, I'm mashing triangle, so I unleash this as soon as he comes out.
This one's for you.
I try and do it again here, and I'm going to come out with the overpowered.
Bingo. You're burned. Yeah.
9999 there, if you noticed. Crazy, crazy.
There. One more shot. Yeah. Going in. You jittery?
And as you see at the end there was a little bit left over after the stagger. Just push through. You have about 5 seconds after the stagger before he gets up and conquers you. Now the key here is going to be to hit the dorsal fin with Thundaga at least 5 times to pressure him. That's the goal. With this, kind of curve in a crescent shape around him so that you can dodge it. You can try and build up your ATB here. Try and stay away from him where you can. I'm switching to Cloud to build up some ATB. Hit. So this will be our third. This will be our third. And we did hit him there, if you noticed. Hit him in the dorsal fin. This will be number 4. Now we're gonna...
Gotcha.
Okay, so he's pressured now, so we're gonna build up pressure, as you can see, right? Just nail through it. You want it. Yeah, here you go. And again, it's in your interest to use True Strike here. Omni Strike, True Strike, True Strike, Omni Strike, Omni Strike. You can just bring it up to incredible rates. The Thundaga will do a lot of damage. As you can see, he just about got up here, but I caught him as he was going down.
Worked up a good sweat.
So those first three, in my opinion, if you have a good strategy, are not that difficult. This is where it gets hard. This is where I played extremely sloppy. And because I played extremely sloppy, I think you guys will have the options to play somewhat sloppy, following a similar strategy, and winding up the same. Now, I'm going to shout out the name of the channel that got this. I typed in... oh, wait, never mind. This one, I was just like... This one, I just used my old strategy. But I used a very specific guide for the next boss that we'll see. Ooh. Faraga. Beautiful. Okay, hit him hard here, right? We're gonna nail him and try to build up as much ATB as we can while continuing to nail him. The Faraga really helps. It sucks because I feel like... Ooh. Faraga.
Keep it together.
I probably should have used Faraga there. I'm not quite sure what made me not do that. Okay, so trying to get him up as high as I can. As you can see, I've knocked him down, which is really, really nice. That's what you want.
I got it.
Continue as much as you can. Again, I'm not sure why I switched to Thundaga.
You jittery? Think fast.
We almost have him. We almost do. Now, as you can see here, we did not quite get him down before he summons Ifrit, if I'm not mistaken. I think he is going to summon Ifrit. Yeah. I was very, very close to wiping him out just prior. Like, look at that. A fraction of a second away. However, that's how it goes. Honestly, because we have Ifrit so close, Ifrit's not an issue. At that point, ooh.
This fight's not over yet.
Obviously, I can't hit him with that. That sucked. That was like, that was concerning.
Tifa, I'm sorry. I see you.
So that was good. Okay, so raise.
It's on you.
And we're gonna use Tempest.
Be careful.
Not done yet.
Spells. As you can see, I threw caution to the wind here, and I really don't care if Aerith runs out of MP. I'm just gonna nail him with whatever I have whenever I can. Same thing here, Thundaga on Ifrit.
Here it comes. Got one more shot. Bring it on.
I don't know
No
where that
surprise
last
there.
one came from, but it was beautiful. Okay, so we've officially gotten through, in my opinion, the hard part. This guy's not too difficult. You're going to want to stay right by him and go in a circle around him. All of his attacks happen in front. So as Tifa, if you can, one, lure him away from your party members, and second, stay behind him, you're golden. The fight's won. As you can see, ooh, if you do enough damage to him from behind, you will kick out his legs, which is, let me tell you, very, very, very helpful.
Keep it together.
You jittery? Don't think you'll walk away from this. Come on. Go on. That's it.
Okay, so I've gotten him down to about a quarter.
Every little bit.
I'm in a precarious situation here because he's very, very, very close to that wall. You don't want him close to the walls. You want him in the open where you can see him and follow him up.
Let's do this.
Yeah, make sure to get them inside of
Don't
the
overdo it.
flower, just because there's no point in doing it otherwise. Good job, Aerith. So we're going to jump in there. I'm going to hit the left leg. E. That was very, very close. That was really bad. But we're almost there. Kick out the last leg. We're almost there. As you can see, now we're at halfway. His stagger gauge is going up steadily.
Of all the times. Get
That's when I realized, ah, darn it. Cloud's completely cooked in terms of spells. But it's not a bad opportunity for him to grab some ATB. Go out for brute force, because as you can see, I screwed up here somewhat. Tifa, I did give her prey, so she can run around, and you can cast prey, but it's just not super powerful. Now, everyone has mute on, which sucks. Ooh, move out. Good, 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 good. Now there, I really almost screwed up. I would have died there if you caught me. But really try to utilize the directions, the curves, or moving out if you need to dodge things. Because sometimes it can be hard to tell exactly what one you're supposed to do. If you're supposed to turn or if you're supposed to move outwards. And here we are, we're like so totally close.
Bring it.
my turn.
I'll take care of them. That'll do. You can do it. Gotcha. You will keep
Here we go.
every shocking.
And there we go. Like, as soon as he was staggered, the battle was done. And that was the battle which earned me this trophy.
Turn.
I'll take care of them.
As you can see.
That'll do. You can do it.
So we won the gold trophy for defeating Pride and Joy. Boom! Ultimate weapon. And he went down. Now, I'm also going to show you how, as soon as I got that,
That'll do. You can
I also received the platinum for Final Fantasy VII Remake for conquering the hardest challenge from the original game, Master of Fate. But not only that, I can now show you this fun battle. Here we go. We're going to come from here. I will show you that scene that I skipped in 1 minute. So this is unlocked for beating Yuffie's story. This is Vice, the brother of Nero. So there's a specific action we're going to take here. You want to use Barrier on Tifa, and then with Haste with Cloud. Now you're going to dodge him, and every time you dodge one of his main attacks, you're going to be able to pressure him. Watch him come, right? Ooh, boom. Okay, so what you're going to want to do is hit, hit, hit. Boom, boom, boom. So as you can see, I'm building it up pretty quick. And I have room, I have trial and error. I have room for error, sorry. This part you don't need to set anything super close. Just try and build up his gauge. I already have Omni Strike, but at some point during this, you're going to want to get Rise and Fall on. Okay, so I'm getting to that point where it's like, okay, I can almost get him. I screwed up there, but I have lots and lots of MP. And I screwed up there, so now Aerith's going to come in and heal me. Right? This will be good. So we can get this. We're going to bring it up, you know, about 10%. I messed up a little bit by punching him after he got up, which countered hit, or sorry, which triggered his counter. And I also accidentally ran into the blade instead of into him. And it was around here where I actually thought that I screwed up so badly that this run might be done. But I kind of recovered. And I actually managed to do this. Okay, so here's where I almost get him to the stagger. And because Cloud and Aerith are so close, I decide let's go through with it. Except this time, unfortunately, because we were so close, and it was so perfect, we weren't able to trigger it, which would have been perfect. But we got really lucky because this triggered right beside them. So what I learned is True Strike puts up the stagger gauge by 30%, right, each time. After that 30%, it's really easy to fill up your ATB. So just do it until you have no ATB, like I'm doing. Your aim is 330 to 360% damage. And then, in the meantime, as you're doing that, you just want to get as much ATB with the others as possible and spam as many spells as possible. Don't stop after his stagger gauge ends. Even Tifa here at the end, I decided to use fire to get some. So now Kira was kind of in trouble, right? I had that much HP, and this phase is kind of hard. You can only hit him with magic. Plus he hits rejuvenation here, which sucks because it basically stops you from trying to stagger him. He also used debilitate, which can mute you. So you want to be careful. I basically rode out this illness, this affliction of the mute, but got nailed by his Azure, which is terrifying. So I put it all on the line here, used Firaga, switched to Cloud, and got the trophy, buddy. That's how we did it. That's how we did it. Watch this. Corruptor of the Immaculate. Alright, let's finish this scene.
So, this is what's possible when you transcend the flesh.
Yes, it is.
Good to know.
Were we fighting Hojo? Basically Hojo mapped onto Vice?
What the hell is wrong with me?
Nothing, Cloud. You nailed it. And we now have 3 Gouter Damarungs, 5 in total, if you count the ones from Yuffie's story. So, there is indeed one more video that I would like to show you guys. Right here. After I went out of Yuffie's story, we stopped streaming. I had about 10 minutes, so I decided to go and load up my remake file and start setting up some materia, right? So that I could actually get there. And here's what I was greeted to when I changed the chapter
Should do
select.
everything. Initiate projection sequence. What do you make of your new form, Vice? We've replicated everything about you, from thought patterns to stress responses. You should, however, notice some improvements due to my latest update. Indeed, I'd venture to say you're stronger now than you've ever been.
Stronger than I've ever been.
A big claim, little man. I love that line. Chadley is a G. He didn't even flinch. I mean, he knows it's data, and he's
Given
pure
that this
logic.
is merely a training exercise, no one.
We'll see.
We'll see.
Be sure to choose my victims wisely.
Oh, don't worry. He chose the wisest. Okay, so that was that scene. Was there anything else? No. Okay, what we're gonna do real quick is to end this off. I want to see Chadley's secret scene. I want to see if we saw it. I don't remember if we did or not. Leakrit? Here we go.
Well done, Cloud.
Okay, so thank you very much, Untempered Flame, for providing this footage for us. I saw this footage. Thank you very much, but I think I see it here.
Well done, Cloud.
Arcane Evangel. Let's see. Also only 720. Gamers
Well done,
page
Cloud.
official. You know what? We'll just watch
You've
it.
managed to fully tap into.
But yeah, I believe so. I got this scene as soon as I beat Pride and Joy and forgot to hit click record on this. So unfortunately, I didn't realize it was kind of rushed as I was just trying to practice the super bosses and actually had no expectation of beating them because they took me so many hours before. So I was figured I just throw myself at the wall a couple times so I could get good before the stream, but so much happened all at once.
The potential once locked
was
within
crazy.
you. Now that my research is at long last complete, I believe that it's time I told you the truth about myself. I'm not human. I'm a cyborg created to serve as Hojo's assistant. I was given knowledge and power beyond that of a human, but I was robbed of free will, bound to obey the whims of my master.
So this is actually really, really interesting because Chadley is kind of facing this similar thing that Cloud is, which is what's introduced in Crisis Core, which is the fate of soldier. Every soldier is doomed to die and be corroded and corrupted by Genova and be no more than a monster. However, the fates of destiny can shackle you a different way. You can become a warrior against those who harm the planet. You can embrace hopes and dreams and therefore remain human despite this monstrous effect, right? So this is the dilemma that's faced before Cloud is will he become a hero or a monster? Because the fate of soldier determines that he's going to go down one route or the other, meet a tragic end, and have to choose if he will rather be a puppet or a hero. A vessel for Zack's legacy. A puppet for Sephiroth or a vessel for Zack's legacy. Now, this idea of fate and the fate of the planet, but specifically even more the fate of soldier, is determined in this game to be a negative aspect, but Chadley says that his existence represents this because he is a robot.
But when we met, Cloud, I sensed something within you. Something I knew would allow me to break free of my chains. By identifying and studying a subject with infinite potential such as yourself, I could adhere to the directives imposed
That's
upon
what
me,
makes Cloud so
all the while
special.
pursuing my plans for
He's
independence in
infinitely
secret.
potential.
Your
He has
combat
infinite
data
potential,
provided me
sorry.
with the vital information that I required to enhance my basic functionality. This is the result. Through my research and with your assistance, I have freed myself from Hojo's bondage.
Cool.
Cool.
I cannot thank you enough for your help. You've given me the power to finally live life on my own terms.
So, what are you gonna do now?
I'm not sure. It's all a big, wonderful mystery.
Dude, this is such a solid first act. They've like introduced such
It's
an
nice,
interesting
not
cast
knowing
of
something for a
characters,
change.
set up so many themes. So much about this game is so bloody perfect, man. They really set it up just bloody perfectly. I love this game so much. Do you know what we're gonna do today? We don't have time to start Rebirth quite yet. We might come back and start Rebirth. That might be fun, but not yet. For right now, however, I am just going to start the section which says the story so far.
When there is so much to tell,
Let's reflect.
where should I even start? With
It wasn't
all
even that
we
long
saw,
ago that we were here.
What we heard, what we felt. This planet of ours, destiny, our part in it. Best to start at the beginning, perhaps. Midgar, the city of Mako,
Oh, it's so
ruled
beautiful
by the
here.
Shinra Electric Power Company.
Using
We
like
drained the planet
kingly
of its very
language.
essence, the life stream, and processed it for industry as Mako. Our world was dying, and so few could hear her cries for mercy. Those who could rose up in her defense. The anti-Shinra
heroes.
rebels, Avalanche. Among them, Cloud Strife, an ex-soldier hired by the Resistance to destroy Reactor 1. In Sector 8, amidst the aftermath of the attack, Cloud met a flower seller named Aerith. She offered him a yellow blossom. One said to symbolize reunion. And thus was destiny set in motion.
Beautiful.
With Reactor 1 gone, Avalanche set their sights on Mako Reactor 5. Unfortunately, they were playing right into Shinra's hands. The company was able to draw the wool over the people's eyes. And in the end, destroyed Sector 7, killing thousands and laying the blame at Avalanche's feet. Though dear friends were lost, Avalanche had no time to grieve. Aerith had struck a deal with Shinra, who took her into custody. With her capture, Shinra's obsession was within reach. The fabled Promised Land. For Aerith was the last of the Cetra, the ancient stewards of the planet. And only she could guide them to paradise.
This is such a great recap, actually.
Traded the Shinra building, the company's beating heart.
Such a great recreation of that original
It
scene.
was here that I, another prisoner, joined their story and assisted them in freeing Aerith. Yet during our flight, we came face to face with a man thought dead. the vaunted war hero, Sephiroth. Before he could be stopped, Cloud's foe fled with the corpse of Genova, the cataclysm from the stars and the catalyst of our plight. Eventually, we too made good our escape. Pursuing troopers defeated, we raced toward Midgar's edge.
I'm excited to see how Red sums this up. The singularity,
Yet
the edge of
Sephiroth
creation.
once again intervened. Suddenly, deafening screams rent the air. Whispers, the arbiters of fate, descended upon the city. Before their imposing wall, Aerith warned us. This was Destiny's crossroads. Every moment, every action, every step taken had all been as the Whispers willed it. To fight them was to break free. On the other side of fate, Sephiroth waited, the Whispers undulating within him.
It's really interesting, this idea of crossroads. So I think that first it literally means the splitting of will you follow destiny or will you not. But also the crossroads are where you make deals with the devil. And Nomura actually recently, for the 15th anniversary of Birth by Sleep, decided to comment upon this theme of crossroads in Kingdom Hearts, and how crossroads represent something being lost so that something can be gained. You lose your soul for something. So I think the idea of destiny is also that you lose the comfort of destiny, the comfort of fate, but you gain the infinite potential of freedom. And with that freedom, Cloud and the party can actually actively decide fate for themselves. Which is why they're actually able to become architects of worlds. Not to get too in depth, but that's where it leads. This is why Aerith was able to create a world in which Zack lived at the end of Remake. Because she defied fate and therefore became an architect of fate unto herself.
Cloud brought his blade down upon his rival, sundering destiny.
A new world was created. Right
The
there.
shackles of destiny broken. We stood before the unknown, a world of boundless freedom. It was there, beyond where fate could follow, that a new journey began.
One for Yuffie too. And for Zack. Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching. I loved this series. This was really fun, getting to do with my improved setup and just getting to hang out with all of you. I loved this. So, ladies and gents, I will talk to you all later. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I cannot wait to continue this. Adios, amigos.